Let's go in depth on something we've been following a while here on In Depth now. Former death row inmate Richard Glossip will get a new murder trial, but this time, if he's found guilty, he cannot be executed. This is brand new video today. Look at this. This is the first time we are seeing Glossip since he was moved back to Oklahoma County. He was appearing this morning at the Oklahoma County Courthouse, where Glossip found out Attorney General Gittner Drummond's office announced it was going to retry Glossip on first-degree murder charges. The entire case will be reheard and retried again, but that is all that has changed. The only thing that has changed is the death penalty is now off the table. Right now, because of his past convictions that have been vacated, Glossip is just like anyone else right now, arrested and charged, but not yet convicted of a crime. Brand new video there. First time we're seeing him in years. Drummond, who helped argue for a new trial before the U.S. Supreme Court, released a statement saying that standing by his position that Glossip has been guilty this entire time, but he didn't get a fair trial, and that trial was not worthy of a death sentence. Here's part of his statement released today. Quote, "While it is clear to me and the U.S. Supreme Court that Mr. Glossip did not receive a fair trial, I have never proclaimed his innocence. After the High Court remanded the matter back to District Court, my office thoroughly reviewed the merits of the case against Richard Glossip and concluded that sufficient evidence exists to secure a murder conviction. The same United States Constitution that guarantees our rights also ensures the rights of the accused. Unlike past prosecutors who allowed a key witness to lie on the stand, my office will make sure Mr. Glossip receives a fair trial based on hard facts, solid evidence, and truthful testimony." Glossip and his supporters have always believed he will be proven innocent at trial, and some of them believe he will actually be a free man after all of this is said and done. Glossip pleaded for his life to be spared, which is going to happen whether he's guilty or not during his last pardon and parole board hearing.
"I'm not a murderer, and I don't deserve to die for this. I know that in the chaos of Mr. Van Treese's death, I made mistakes in how I responded. I'm deeply sorry that in my fear and confusion, I caused anyone any further harm."
It is true and has been true all along that Richard Glossip did not do the actual killing of his boss, Barry Van Treese, in Oklahoma City in 1997. A man currently serving life in prison without parole, this man, Justin Sneed, is the one who actually beat Van Treese to death at the Best Budget Inn. Glossip was originally only charged with accessory to murder, but Sneed, in his now questionable testimony, said Glossip planned and paid him to carry out this murder. Sneed was medicated and coached while testifying against Glossip. We don't know if Drummond's team plans to use Justin Sneed in the upcoming trial, but judging by the statement made today, they plan to point out that Sneed was the one who did the killing and has already been put away for it and is serving life without parole. Barry Van Treese's family has made known their feelings about this entire ordeal surrounding Richard Glossip. They feel the entire experience that we've been reporting on here for you has robbed them of the peace and justice they were promised, and said so last fall at Glossip's last pardon and parole board hearing.
This unprecedented response shows an unbelievable level of disrespect to every person that spent the last 26 years working this case and to our family. Enough is enough.
The Van Treese family not only paid out of their own pockets to hire legal help to navigate the Supreme Court case, they openly said had it not been for Glossip's planning and paying of Sneed, Barry Van Treese would have never been murdered. In his statement, Drummond addressed the concerns of the Van Treese family. Here's what he said. "The Van Treese family has endured grief, pain, and frustration since the murder of their loved one, and my heart goes out to them. The poor judgment and previous misconduct of past prosecutors have only compounded that pain and frustration. While I cannot go back 25 years and handle the case in the proper way that would have ensured true justice, I still have a duty to seek justice that is available today." When the U.S. Supreme Court granted Richard Glossip a new trial, the biggest issue the majority on the court took issue with is something we've explained here on In Depth before. It's something called Box 8. There were multiple boxes of evidence, this is video of them, not known to Glossip's attorneys during both of his trials that could have been used for his defense. They also included scribbled notes that seemed to indicate that primary witness Justin Sneed was medicated on lithium and his testimony was inaccurate and never corrected, as well as Sneed's meth addiction was also noted in these notes. You're looking at those notes right now. Box 8 was not known to the public until early 2023 after Drummond himself ordered the box to be released to Glossip's attorney.
David Prater told me about those boxes in 2015. We've been talking about Box 8 on January 27th. The truth of the matter is, there were 7 other boxes that we didn't get until September 1 of 2022. There was lots of stuff in those boxes, including the memo where the district attorney in trial, Connie Smotherman, is coaching Justin Sneed to lie about the testimony.
The contents of Box 8 has been at the heart of a retrial being needed and also attracted the attention, remember, of celebrity therapist Dr. Phil to help spread Glossip's story on his own show and any platform that would hear him out. So will Richard Glossip be a free man, or will he live life at any point outside of prison bars? The Attorney General's statement did not indicate the sentence he was seeking, if that included or did not include parole. All we know is that death is off the table. Take a look at this math. In Oklahoma, murder is considered an 85% crime. That means 85% of a sentence must be served before an inmate is eligible for release or parole. For both the purposes of parole, the state law calculates out life in prison at 45 years. That means at the earliest, someone with life in prison with parole can be released after they've served 38 years and 4 months. With the credit for time he served already, Glossip has been in prison for 27 years and counting. Parole or not will be in the hands of the jury and the judge, and we will just have to wait and see what they decide if there is a guilty verdict at all. The entire trial process is now just getting started. In many ways, both sides are technically ready for the retrial, but there is a process that needs to be followed when it comes to evidence, witness, and procedures. That means this new trial isn't just going to happen tomorrow or as quick as some would like to expect, but it will happen sometime soon.